Number 20 on our list for the top 25 GPFL players is none other than everyone's favorite person, Panther. Panther really started his GPFL career in season 1 of GPFL 5, which was basically the very beginning of this year on January 1st, 2015. He was drafted in the third round and he was picked first overall in the third round. And so that was the ninth overall pick. So he was ninth overall and number one in the third round for the season 1 draft of GPFL 5. His career started out pretty bad. I mean, he threw like 6, 7 interceptions in his first career game, losing to UAB like 42-14 or something. I can't even remember the score. That was a long time ago now. But anyways, going on in his career, he started to pick up the pace. He became coach of the Kings, and they didn't win any games his season of coaching, but it was fine because he led on his team, drafted Tone in the season 2 draft. His team didn't win any games that season either, but towards the end of it, he wasn't even on them anymore. He ended up being on the Blue Knights, and on the Blue Knights, he started to actually become a better overall player. He learned how to play wide receiver more and how to become an effective defensive and offensive goal line player, and he was usually in those situations. Going on towards more currently now in his career, he was going back and forth between usually just two teams, and those were the Islanders and Blue Knights slash Walrus slash whatever they were called. But anyways, he would usually become a coach of a team and then stop after like a week or two and then go back to the Blue Knights slash Walrus whatever, and then he'd usually play there for the rest of the season. It was kind of odd, but in some of those teams, he really did help in a pretty big way. They won 2 Grambles in a row. He got 2 rings. Then he ended up coming back to the same team in season 6, or season 5, my bad. Season 5. They barely lost. He wasn't there. And then season 6, in season 6 was a little weird because he started out on the Islanders and then he went to I don't even actually remember season 6, to be fair, but I think I don't know. Season 6 kind of blurred to me at this point. But anyways, I am sure he ended up back on the what they were called then was the Wheathens. Oh, that's right. He was coaching that team in season 6. Sorry for forgetting that. But yeah, he was season 6 in Wheathens, and the thing was that that team was bad. I mean, they didn't really have a consistent receiver. Tanner was there sometimes, so they couldn't do much. They still managed to make it to the Graham Bowl, or no, yeah, no, they didn't. I'm being bad today. They made it to the playoffs, but they lost in the first round. And here comes Panther going to the Islanders again for season 7. Goes right back to the Triscuits now after just 1 week, and they do terrible again. They get to the playoffs, but they lose in the first round to UAB. And Panther really is an underrated player, and it's really just a consistent, reliable QB if you have him on your team.